What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, as promised in a YouTube Shorts, I said I would look at doing my sliders for World Class difficulty since Legendary appears to be broken. Now, before we get into this video, I would like to stress this is a in-depth sliders video where I will be explaining why they are the way that they are. If that's not something that you want to listen to, I will leave the sliders in the description for you to read and copy so you don't have to listen to me ramble. Now, the first thing I want to get into with this game is there was a minor update today. I don't know whether that's changed anything extensively, or whether it's just in my head, but the gameplay feels weird again. And I just am losing fucking patience with this game. I really am. Why they can't just leave it alone and let you get used to it, I don't know. Because the latest thing that I found from playing this game yesterday and today is 72 shot error for the CPU is now apparently not enough. Because if you look at the stats of the test game I'm playing at the moment, the CPU has had 3 shots and every single one of them has hit the target. Now, I know where you look at where they're shooting from, they probably should be hitting the target, right? But still, 72 and not even a miss kick once? Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Come on. So anyway, getting into it. Here we go. So, we go through the gameplay first. Auto shots are on. Now, the reason they're on is because this game can be really slow with reactions sometimes. So if you get a tap in, you want to be able to fucking score it, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't be blowing easy chances just because the game won't wake up. Assisted headers, though, are off because you don't get those as much anyway. Now, shot assistance is precision. Now, the reason why it's precision and the reason why all of the passes are on semi is simply because, in my personal opinion, you can play these sliders on manual if you want. I wouldn't, because I just think that it's unfair. Simply because the computer, even on World Class, the exact same as Legendary, will not make any errors. I don't know what it is with this game. I've had the shot and pass error on Legendary, both on 99 for the CPU, and it still doesn't make a difference. And it doesn't really feel like it makes a difference here on World Class. So if you're making mistakes, which you will, because not only do you want the game to be realistic, you're a fucking human being at the end of the day, you want the game to replicate that human realism feel. And it just doesn't. So that's why it's all on semi and shooting is on precision. So here we go. Authenticity features are on, wind effects low, weather effects are off. Now we have sprint speed on 48 and 47 for the CPU. The reason for the -1 difference, if you've seen my slider videos before, you will know that I always leave a -1 for the CPU because they like to cheat sometimes and give their players speed boosts in pivotal moments, and this just prevents them from doing that because it's not fair. Acceleration is both on 45. Now, as you may have seen in other sliders videos, they put the acceleration higher. The reason why I put the acceleration lower is a couple of reasons. Number one, slower turn animations. Now, the reason for that is because not everyone in this game is Prime Neymar. Simple as that. You don't want people turning around when, like, you don't want Dan Burn turning like fucking R9 and Ronaldinho's love child. So that's why it's that. And also it's because as the player runs into open space, they will gradually get faster, whereas if they are shoulder to shoulder, they will slow down until they pull away and then become faster. Shot error for both is 72. Now, originally I thought 72 for World Class was going to be too much, but as I just showed you, I don't think it's going to be enough, because again, I don't know what it is with the AI at the moment, but it just feels like if it doesn't want to make errors, it won't. It really won't. Like, for instance, let me go into the settings of this game I'm testing right now. And as you can see, they've had 3 shots and all of them have hit the target. other than one that was blocked. So technically they've had 2 shots on goal, one of them was a goal. And when you look at what was scored, how does this reflect 72 shot error? Look at that. Into foot, cut across, swerve, top corner. That's ridiculous. You know? And that's on 72 shot error. So if I put it up anymore, like, I don't want them to miss from right on the goal line, but I just don't know what to do to calm it down. Because they're hitting the target every time. Because this isn't the only test of this I've done. And they're still hitting the target every time. Shot speed on both is 46. Now, this is where the inconsistency comes in for me with this game. Because I did tests of these sliders yesterday, and this felt very, very good. Now, it doesn't feel good. It feels slow for me and just normal for them. Because as you saw with that Alex Scott goal, that doesn't look like 46 shot speed. So, even for power shots, like, it doesn't feel that good. So, I might tweak this, or you can tweak it yourself, whatever you want. But this is what I was using at the time when I made these, and they felt good. Header shot error for the user is on 62, and the shot error is on 66 for the CPU. Originally, the CPU shot error was on 66 and the user was on 72. Again, this did feel good. Now I increased it to 72 and then Alex Scott scored that, so I'm still thinking that it's not enough. The reason why the header is much lower than the regular shot is because I did have the shot error on 72 and you can't score a header. It's too high. And I have an example for that. I then took a header with Van Dijk in one of the test games, and there was so much shot error, the ball glitched through his head to miss. So we're not doing that. So we've lowered it, and he can head the ball on target now. Pass error is 62 for the user and 58 for the CPU. Now, again, I've said this in all of the slider videos I've done. Passing on this game is broken for the CPU. On any difficulty, including even professional, you can have the pass error on 99 and they will not misplace a pass. It's just broken. It doesn't matter what you do with these sliders. It doesn't matter what you do with the CPU sliders in terms of build-up speed. It doesn't matter. They will not misplace a pass. Pass speed is on 32 for the user, 30 for the CPU. Again, that's an attempt to slow it down, but it just doesn't seem like it's working. Header pass error is on 62 and 66 for the CPU. Injury frequency is on 68 and severity on 22. I did increase the severity, but it just hands out broken toes like party favors again. So I really am not having a team full of broken toes. It just is getting really aggravating. Goalkeeper, user 48, CPU 46. This is another inconsistency I'm finding. Because I figure in some games goalkeepers have worldies, in other games they seem more normal. And I'm not talking about that in terms of different teams. I'm talking about if you play the same game twice with the same teams, it will feel different both times. It's just weird. Marking is 58 for the user and 60 for the CPU. Again, this may be tweaked in the future because I feel like you just don't get any room to work and you're just, even on the edge of the box, like they're just pressuring you. Run frequency is 12 for the user and 8 for the CPU. Line height is 52 and 54. Length is 38 and 36. Width is 48 and 50. Fullback positioning is 28 and 22. Power bar is at 50. People do often say that the power bar is personal preference. To me, it's not. And I'll tell you what I think this game does in terms of the power bar. The power bar is relative to the shot speed. And what I mean is if the power bar is very, very low and the shot speed is very, very low, it will be ridiculous. Whereas if the shot speed is high and the power bar is low, you can drill shots into the corner a lot easier like that. So seeing as the shot speed for me is 56, I'm actually going to increase this to 56. So there's a difference of 10, and we'll see how well we get on with that. First touch error is 74 for the user and 70 for the CPU. Intercept error is on 50 for both, as is ball deflect and as is tackle assistance. CPU sliders. Tackle aggression is at 62. Build up speed is at 18, although again it doesn't seem to correspond to a more patient opponent whatsoever. Shot frequency is at 32. First touch pass is at 22. Again, that doesn't seem to make a difference. Crossing frequency is at 38. Dribble frequency is at 42. And skill move frequency is at 18. So those are the sliders for world class. Again, you can expect updates from me regarding these, and I will happily post them if you want any updates, or if you feel like I could have changed anything better, or even if you've experimented with them and found that you found something to be more realistic. Just let me know. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to help the offline community as much as I can, because I know breaking the addiction to Ultimate Team is very, very tough. It's made even tougher when offline gameplay is forcibly shit to force you to play Ultimate Team instead. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the sliders, and as always, stay safe.